Hello everyone, today's tutorial is how to imprint on your cake using a doily. I've laid out a few pieces of doilies on a piece of parchment paper. And what I've done is I've sprayed it with some baking spray just to protect it. Now have your cake and set the doily where you like it. In this case, I would like it right in the middle of the top of my cake. My cake is already pre-wrapped in fondant. And what I'm doing is with a needle, I'm just going to poke through the doily just to secure it on the cake so it doesn't move. I'm using some progel food coloring in purple. Just putting it on a plate. And then using some Wilton white icing color. I'll just put a few drops just to soften the color. And what I did throughout the whole tutorial is I added more of the white icing coloring as we went along. When you get the color that you like, start painting your doily. Now the trick is to dab the colors on the doily instead of brushing it on. Because what I notice is when you brush it on, the pattern smudges. Whereas when you dab the brush on, you see the pattern a bit more clearer. Now what I'm doing here is I'm adding a bit more darker purple to give it more of a texture. So it has a more of an ombre tone to it. And just keep going along however you like. And using some yellow progel, I'm doing the same. Just a bit of yellow with some of the white icing color. And again, just dab it on the doily to get that effect. As you can see, it's not one solid color. And that's how I wanted it to be, so that it had a bit of a tone to it. When you're satisfied, take out the needle and just using a knife, I'm slowly removing the doily. And there you have your pattern. Now what I've done is I've used the same technique on the side of the cake. Again, just dabbing on the colors onto the doily to get that effect. So I started with the yellow and now I'm continuing with the purple. And then again, using a knife, just slowly lift up the doily to remove the doily, and then you have your pattern. Now what I'm doing is using a smaller paintbrush with some more of the white icing. I'm just adding some patterns to it to pop it out a bit. The white gives it a nicer texture and it pops it out a bit. So it's just to add some texture and to make a nicer pattern in between the colors to give it more of a wow effect. Just adding a few lines on the side so it stands out a bit more. And like I said, you can do anything you like. It doesn't have to be a specific way. Let your imagination and creativity flow. I'm just putting a bit more white on, just to the second layer, just to pop it out a bit more. I would recommend that you leave it for a day to dry. Otherwise, there could always be a chance of smudges, and that will ruin your pattern on your cake. Finishing off. And there we have it. Here are the prints on the side of the cake without the pattern. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And here are the prints with the white that I've added onto it. I hope you liked this tutorial. Thank you for watching. And have a nice day.